What's up, guys? This is day one of starting a carpet cleaning business. So today's task is getting equipment ordered, getting a website up, getting insurance, basically all the administrative stuff you do when you start a business. And so we're taking pretty much, this is a stack of cash right here. It's about $4,500. Get ready to deposit this into one of my bank accounts. And this is just literally money this is the seed money for starting the carpet cleaning business. So overall, we're gonna make it work, with a $4,500 investment, and you guys will get to see over the next few months how I turn this $4,500 investment and turn it into a business, and obviously, hopefully, become profitable. And the goal is to do that within the first 30 days to recoup this money. So we're gonna be ordering all of our necessary equipment, and this $4,500 will be getting us, like I said, our equipment, our portable extractor, our CRB, which is our counter rotating brush, our multi-wash scrubbers. Our different chemicals, our marketing materials, and we're gonna see what we can do with this, guys. So get ready to deposit this to the bank and then get my equipment ordered. And I want to talk to you guys about some important pillars that make a business successful. Let's go. All right, guys, so money is all deposited. And just as we're talking about money, there's a few ways that you can fund starting a business. Obviously, number one, you have just savings, cash. Some people might want to go the credit route. And that's an option, that I am definitely not opposed to. We can talk about debt and that type of stuff in another video. A lot of people, you grew up learning that debt is bad and that, Dave Ramsey and yes, it's both for right and both for wrong. I'm not gonna get into too much in this video, but debt is necessary in business or investing. And for those who know how to manage debt, it can definitely be, I want to call it, instead of debt, we're gonna call it leverage, right? It's leverage, and I can talk about the pros and cons, and like I said in a different video. But starting a business or making an investment using debt is not 100% a bad move like a lot of people think it is. If you know what you're doing, right? Really just know what you're doing takes away a lot of the risk with using debt. And also, you don't have to use a crazy amount of debt either when starting a business. And I know it's controversial. A lot of you guys are going to be completely opposed to using debt to fund any business or investment. But at the same time, those people have no problem with buying a house or a car. And these are things that are not going to make you money. Yeah, you can argue that, your house will appreciate in value and stuff like that. But most people don't own their homes, and most people's owning a home costs them money because they're not renting it out. They're living in it. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that too much. So we have, saving cash, financing, so a loan or credit cards. And I would stay away from credit cards unless you have like a 12 months 0 APR. Otherwise, you're gonna be paying out the wazoo in interest. But yeah, so there's a lot of ways, to get the capital. You can, friends and family, just working overtime, just putting away money. And depending on your strategy and how you start your business will just depend on, really, it's kind of like speed. For me, I used cash to start this carpet cleaning business because taking this investment wasn't gonna dent my pockets any. So I'm willing to take the risk to see how things turn out. Bottom line is, if it doesn't work out, I'm just left with equipment that I can sell. I'll take, of course, a little bit of a loss, but I'm buying actual things, and $4,500 isn't too risky of an investment, and I'm very, very confident that this will turn out well for me if I do things right. So when I get back to my house, we're going to talk a little bit more. We're going to talk about some pillars that are necessary in starting and having a successful business, things I've learned over the past few years, things I wish I would have known when I first started my pressure washing business, and things I'm still learning. But this would be great tips for you guys who are just getting started in business. If you can apply these pillars early in life and early in your business life, then you'll be far ahead of me and a lot of other guys out there who have to learn from my own mistakes. So we'll be back shortly and we'll get to talking about that. All right, what is up, guys? So we're back at the house, the apartment, whatever. I want to talk to you guys about 6 pillars that make up a successful business. And these aren't things that I personally came up with. These are just 6 foundational things that I believe are important for any business, any entrepreneur starting, any business that you're getting ready to put in place, any business to exist. These are 6 pillars that need to be in place in order for us to be able to build businesses that will last and that will be able to grow. And so, like I said, on this channel, this is about educating not just you guys, but myself. That's why it's called the Day One Journal, because this is really a journal about me learning and my experience going through entrepreneurship and business. And so at no point I always say I do not claim to be any guru, know-it-all, or anything. I'm just a guy on YouTube documenting his journey in business, learning from others. So that's that. So let's go over these 6 pillars that you need that are very important when starting any business. And so for you guys watching, these are things that separate successful people from failures, or from successful businesses from failing businesses. So number 1 is, and these are not in any specific order, but number 1 is quality, right? Product or service quality. First of all, what are we bringing to the table? Is what we're providing for the customer of any quality, right? So whether it's pressure washing, carpet cleaning, you're a barber, you're a stylist, or you actually have an actual physical product, you're selling vacuums or mattresses, whatever it is. What is the quality you're bringing to the table? So number 1, whatever business you're starting, are you providing a quality product? If you're not doing that, if you're not doing the least, that's like the minimum thing. If you're not providing a quality product that's going to last in a market that can compete, then there's no point in bringing it to the market to begin with. So that's why a lot of people fail to begin with. They start restaurants or stuff, and the quality isn't there. So examine this. If you don't have a quality product, go back to the drawing board, work on it, work on your craft, and then bring it to the market. Don't bring the market a crappy product, or else you will not last in business. That's number 1. Number 2, and this is like the second most important factor, is along with the quality product, do not fall short in this area, and that is customer service and customer experience. So my first job ever was working at Chick-fil-A. So the thing I took from Chick-fil-A, and I vowed to myself, is that when I start a business for myself, is that I will try to provide a Chick-fil-A level of customer service. And that has been my goal. Obviously, in business, you cannot always please everyone. That's impossible. Some people are just very nitpicky and not easy to work with, so you can't please every single person. But you should at least strive to and have a desire to provide a quality service. Don't just go in there, and just do the job. Smile, greet people, have conversation, build relationships. People buy from people they like. Think about it. In this competitive marketplace, we're able to just go on Google and find, many different businesses. So why would they choose you? Now, there's 3 companies. They all provide the same quality of service. Now, what separates them? Customer service and price are probably going to be some big the big deciding factors. So be the person that goes above and beyond in the customer experience. And I have some things I'm going to be implementing in my carpet cleaning business that will then roll up to my pressure washing business. That's going to add to the customer experience and just a little extra edge I believe is going to give my business to separate me in the market. I'm coming to a market where there's already established businesses, and my goal is over this next 90 days to become notable in this industry, and I'm going to show it all to you guys along the way. So customer service, customer experience, do not neglect that. You want to build as many positive reviews as possible. So think to yourself, what can I do to improve the customer experience and customer service, which means answering phone calls and following up with people. Those are also customer service things. If they call your business and cannot get to you, that's bad customer service, because you just missed out on sales and they didn't even get to speak with you. So that's number 2. Number 3 is accounting. So knowing your numbers, this is a very important one that I ignored for a long time in my pressure washing business. It was just, focus on making money. Accounting is important too, because you want to be able to read those financial statements and see, cash flow, what's coming in, what's going out, expenses, profit margins, stuff like that. So, have an accounting in place. Maybe you want to hire a bookkeeper, an accountant, or, you want to start off with using like QuickBooks as some, kind of accounting automation. But definitely keep up with your numbers, guys, and document. That's how you know how much you're spending. And I know it's not something that people necessarily want to do. It's boring, it's mundane, but it's necessary for a successful business, especially if you want to sell it in the future. You want to be able to show those financials to other potential investors or business owners. So that's very important. Number 4, sales and marketing. Very simple. A lot of people, they have a quality service and they have good customer service, but they don't know how to get the phone ring. So sales and marketing is very, very important. So You want to put those systems in place early on, figure out different lead sources, go out and network. Maybe it's door knocking, just passing out your business card, your postcards, sending out mailers, whatever it is, have some marketing in place, leveraging, Facebook ads or organic Facebook marketing, posting in groups. There's an abundance of things you can do to market and advertise your business. So sales and marketing is important. And then the sales part is being able to close the people who your inbound and outbound leads. Being able to close them is the sales end thing. So being able to, actually lock them in as a customer is very important as well. And so the sales part comes into building value in your service and, relating to the customer why you are, the best option for them, or maybe why you're not the best option for them. Number 5 is pricing and cash flow. And this is a very, very important one right here. And one that is the difference between taking your business, starting a business and taking it to over 5 figures a month, or just running a little side hustle business that's making you $2,000 and $3,000 a month. One of the biggest things is pricing, because if you price incorrectly, and I'll say this, is that sometimes still to this day in my pressure washing, I underquote jobs. And there's some debates in groups on, people will post a price and they'll ask, was I too under? Was I too this or that? And there's always going to be guys who are saying, I get 4 times that amount and you're leaving money on the table. Listen, in life, you're always going to leave money on the table. And every experience isn't about squeezing as much money as you can out of a customer. I personally don't agree with that mantra. Yeah, you want to charge a price that works with your business. So charge a price that obviously is reasonable for the customer, but a price that also leaves money in your pocket. So you calculate your different expenses, your cost of goods and expenses that it costs to run your business. So the overhead, you need to know your overhead, which comes back to accounting. So, if you have employees, if you have, insurance and different chemicals or supplies or equipment, you want to calculate all those things. And then once you know those numbers, then you can kind of figure out your price. A lot of times, a lot of people are in business charging too little. And that's why it's always a rat race. You're never able to get ahead because you're not charging enough money. And that was my problem for a long time. Sometimes it still is that I'm like, I'm not charging enough. So pricing is a huge one. When you charge correctly and you charge the right amount of money, along with that is that you don't have to work as much. If you charge too little, you're going to definitely depend on quantity and volume. You're going to need volume to even make a decent amount to even scratch the surface of potential income. But if you charge more of the premium price, then you don't need to chase a bunch of customers. You don't need to close everyone, and you're still able to hit 5 figures in a month, but you're working less because you've charged the right amount. So you can here's some numbers. In pressure washing, you can be the $99 guy and charge $99 and do 100 homes, right? In a month, or you do 30 homes in a month, or whatever it is, 40 homes, and you only make a few $1,000s. Or I can be the more premium guy. My average ticket size is $500. Now, all I need is 1 client versus the 5 if I'm the $99 guy. What's the logic in that? You're working less and you're making more money. So just by charging correctly, a lot of us are able to then achieve those new financial goals, because our problem wasn't a lead flow. It was a pricing problem. And if we charge the right amount and build value in our service, then we'll make more money. And that's something that I'm still practicing today, is adding more value or relaying the value of your service to your customer and getting more of that premium price versus being the $99 guy. And that was number 5. Number 6, the 6th pillar, is having systems in place. Every business you see is really a system working together. A car is a system. McDonald's is a system. So putting the systems in place and working as one unit. And really, when you build a system is something that you can leave and that someone else can run. And so that's something that I'm learning to do more, is to try to form a system. That way, if I ever want to stop doing something and I want to go pursue something else and still want this thing to run, you want to build a system. So if you want to just build a job for yourself, and like I said, this is me talking to me really, is that then, just do what everyone else does. But if you want to build something that you can leave and that can still operate and that you can sell, build a system, because people don't buy jobs or businesses. People buy systems. As an investor, I want a system. I don't want something I have to be all hands in on, right? If you're just building a job for yourself, great. Even if it's still a job for you, you still want to have some type of system. But if you want to build something that you can sell and that someone else can come into and you can put employees into place, it has to be a system. Everything, SOPs, you want to have systems in place from your, from your customer service to your accounting to your marketing to your process of actually delivering the service or product. Systems in place is very, very important. And that, my friends, is the 6 essential pillars to successful business. I hope that helped or added some value to somebody. I know those things have definitely been valuable to me. And shout out to some of the people I follow on YouTube who are in the pressure washing industry who I've learned from, like Raymond Burke of Spray Wash, Raymond Tutorial. I think I pronounced his last name correctly. Check out his channel. Really good content. There's some other people. Bobby. I forget, I think Bobby Walker. So there's some great people out there who, for you guys to follow as far as if you're in the pressure washing industry, and that you will learn not just pressure washing from, but just business overall and systems and good stuff like that. So that is the end of the 6 pillars. We're gonna talk a little bit more about, I'll share with you guys a little bit, I got some more things to knock out today, and I'll come back to the video and we're gonna talk about some of the things I ordered in day 1 of my pressure washing business and what all I accomplished or knocked off my checklist. So I'll see you guys very shortly for pretty much part 3 of this video. All right, that pretty much concludes my day. So today what I pretty much got done was I've spent a little bit over $4,500. I'm gonna spend a little bit more money tomorrow because I have some more tasks to take care of as far as marketing. I went a little bit above my budget on some equipment, some things that I felt were necessary. So I'm gonna post the prices and everything that I basically bought today. We have the portable machine. I have a Monsoon portable extractor, and that ran me about $2,900. And the reason why I got that one is because I had actually got it upgraded to heat, because it didn't have heat on it, but it had auto empty and also had great suction. So I got that one, $2,900. The next thing I bought that was a big purchase was a CRB. This was a Power Flight multi wash scrubber or whatever, and that ran me $1,278. I spent about $300, actually $350 on necessary chemicals, and also some corner guards. We spent another, let's see, what else did I get? Oh, another basically $130 on an Ryobi electric sprayer. So this would be to use to applicate the pre-spray. And I bought something else at the moment in my mind, it escapes my mind. But I got a few more purchases tomorrow to make, all marketing stuff, so business cards, postcards, and a little marketing kit I'm putting together as well. And that will conclude my initial investment. So roughly probably looking at about a total of $5,000 given. And we're just gonna see where things go. I'm really believing in 30 days that I'll make this money back in my first 30 days. And what I'm gonna do is, as far as to get my initial customers, is since I already have a pressure washing business, and I feel like I can go ahead and get a lot of those customers who've used me for pressure washing, for carpet cleaning as well, I'm gonna send out RVM, so a ringless voicemail, and also a mass text messaging campaign to my complete list of people who are already in my CRM. And that should definitely drive some initial sales, along with running Facebook ads and using, Google and different stuff. So I feel like combining all the marketing avenues I'm gonna be using, that I will be able to recoup this investment in 30 days. And so far, like I said, we're $5,000 in, and we're gonna see how things go. So guys, thank you for joining me on day 1 of starting a carpet cleaning business. I will see you guys in the next episode, the next video, whatever comes first. In the meantime, guys, keep growing, keep hustling, keep doing your thing. I will see you guys later. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace out.